All right, first impressions, let's speed run it. This man is definitely on the wrong island, if you know what I'm saying.
I've been to 44 countries. There is so many different kinds of women, and that's like different flavors, different spices, and I love my food spicy.
Men who talk about women like this always give me like a cosplay vibe. Like, this is how you think other men think about women, and you're just trying to like mimic it. But I'm not convinced. I can tell when a man's sluttiness is performative and not indicative of his true nature. I'll just leave it at that. Industrial strength pick me vibes. And of course, she was the one talking about how everybody in there is a girl's girl. Whenever women talk like that, they're always projecting. They're always trying to get out ahead of, I'm gonna be a backstabbing monster. I didn't really do preliminary research on the cast members like too much, but I do believe that she has had some unsavory things come out about her. Not a crowd favorite, and I don't blame the crowd. She definitely seems like the kind of young woman to switch her vibe up when the guys get there. Go from pretending to be a girl's girl to being her real self, which is a pick-me girl. Let's be real, this man is deeply, deeply unserious. So many people shipping him and Huda. Like, were y'all the same people also rooting for Rob and Leah last time? This is that. Once this man figures out what that second bedroom is for, it's over. He is going to lose interest. This is a deeply unserious man.
Oh, fuckboy to great guy scale. I'm 3/4 towards great guy most of the time. Me and my ex were together for a year and a half. I did cheat, and it was like honestly the worst thing I've ever done. When you do some fucked up shit for the first time, you really like lose sight of who you are. But when you learn, that's why I am who I am now.
Let's not forget what he said he's here for.
I'm coming to get a new girlfriend. It's time to find something new.
Jeremiah, what are you looking for here?
Yeah, I'm open for anything really.
Yeah?
Yeah, girlfriend.
A girlfriend?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to say love, but yeah, I'm
Right.
definitely here to find something for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Well,
He's not here for anything serious, and he's definitely not going to want to get involved with somebody who has a child. He will back his way out of this somehow. I promise you. And speaking of Huda, I think she's doing her best to play like cool, chill, nonchalant girl. I think she took that kiss on the cheek thing a bit too serious.
This is on the cheap.
I think that for him it was a calculation, and for her it was like a this might be my husband moment, and she's trying to play it off cool, but yeah, be careful, girl. I also think a lot of men are going to be threatened by her independence and her being like a really successful business owner, her being able to afford like an expensive apartment. A lot of people are like, she should have told him about the kid, and I do agree that's definitely holding something back, but at the same time you need to think of it from the perspective of a mother, that she's probably had men who have been a little bit too interested in her, if you know what I mean, knowing that she's a mother with a small child, really just looking out for her daughter's safety. It's one of those things that people complain about, not realizing that sometimes the other option is still worse, to just advertise it. Well, I don't really blame her. I do agree it's going to backfire, but I don't blame her. This is another man who ended up on the wrong island.
The move that works 10 out of 10 times is going and spilling their drink on accident. You see like a cute girl and like she has her drink on the counter and then you just like, whoops, and like you smack it off there and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, can I buy you another drink? And they're like, well, yeah, like, you kind of have to now. And it's like, okay, I swatted it away because I wanted to buy you a drink.
He is not meant to be on this island. Definitely overcompensating for something, and he seems insecure but calculated at the same time. But I'm also not even impressed with, like, his basic speaking skills, you know what I mean?
Feels like this is something that could, like, definitely foster here, and, like, I could see it becoming, like, outside of here.
I'm so surprised that the thing that Shelly said about him was that he hasn't given her the ick, because he gave me the ick the moment I saw him on screen. I want to protect her with my life, and I'm afraid she's being circled by two of the worst men on the island. I need a Bombshell to come in and sweep her off her feet, because she deserves so much better. No, I just want to excuse her from some of these exercises, you know? Like, can we just keep her around until, like, an actually decent man shows up? I just like her so much. If I had it my way, she would be running the island. In fact, if ever like a catastrophe happened or like a natural disaster happened on that island, she would be the reason that everybody survives. I swear. This woman is an absolute asset. You can tell she's a badass. She knows what she likes, and I'm really here for it. This is the only man that might be straight on the island, but he's straight like in a scary way. When he was talking about the stuff he's attracted to in a woman, and he said the teeth thing first, if you know, you know. It's just a very farmer thing to say. He's not around women much, you can tell. I think being from a small town or whatever is what's gonna get him. Like, he's gonna wanna think he's gonna be a little bit of a slut, because the way he was talking about his hometown, it sounds very small dating pools. I blame him for wanting to get out there, but if I was one of the young women on this island, I would not be putting all of my eggs in that basket. He's really here to explore and like really get out there. Ace also gives me extremely unserious vibes. I would never trust a word this man says. He also gives me really like passive vibes. Thinks he's very pretty vibes. You can tell he was so mad he didn't think of the kiss on the cheek thing like Jeremiah did, but I don't think he's that serious about Shelly as she is about him. I think he's just more unhappy that he ended up with someone he's ultimately not attracted to as much as he would be to Shelly. Not really enough information. I don't know. No, she said that she's always gone for like nonchalant guys and she wants somebody who's gonna like love her loud and things like that. I don't think she's gonna find that on Love Island, but if I'm being honest, I was a little bit turned off by her putting like trad wife, Christian trad wife vibes out there. I don't even think these men are like serious about wanting that. They always say they want someone family oriented and like serious and like trad wife adjacent. But when it comes down to it, most of these men are not in their provider mentality or honestly stage of life yet. So she's kind of barking up the wrong tree here, if I'm being honest. Special shout out as always to the Bombshell. Styling is amazing, body is amazing, face is amazing, hair is amazing. Every outfit was amazing. Ever since I binged Vanderpump Rules this past summer, I am living for this woman. All right, y'all, let me know your first impressions of the cast. I am going to be here talking about this for weeks. So